1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup Overwatch week number 3, powered by Google Fiber here, because it's all about the Google Fiber to the home stand. Folks, that's right, we're talking about the Google Fiber Overwatch team. They're going to be taking on 2 opponents tonight. It is their homestand, so they get to be the home team the entire week. They're starting things off tonight against our Populous squad, which has been very dangerous. They lost to them in week 1 here. So maybe we'll see how things do, because it was a bit spicy affair there, as Populous was the homestand team there. But the big story is the probably the game of the night here for Overwatch, taking on the Neubs after Populous, as the Neubs there, they are currently sitting undefeated in league play. So we'll see if they can continue that streak here tonight. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, you know, it's a new month. So say, wait, let me double check. When yeah, it's a new month. It's a new month. I was like, wait, what? No. It was still May last week when we streamed it last week. But now we're in June. So hey, you know, could be different results altogether. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. All I do know is that we're going to get these games going as quickly as we can. We all do want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. We've got Forvis, we got Casey Game On, we got Park University, we got Sporting Kansas City. We, of course, have Google Fiber and Populous. You know, couldn't do this without, I mean, like, we got two of the biggest sponsors going head to head right against each other there. To kick us off, folks, Populous versus Google Fiber. This is a very interesting one here, where I think that you know, you're going to see a lot of crazy plays here. I'm hoping for some crazy plays for sure as we get this underway. I'm going to try to check to see if we get an invite here. Once we get that invite to the lobby here, we'll try to get this one underway here. But hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday. Obviously, here we are now, week 3. And it's a little bit, you know, we're starting to see kind of that pecking order here. You know, Populous sitting in the middle of the pack there, and this is really a week for redemption for the Google Fiber squad. Google Fiber not having the most success as of late. And of course, just to reiterate, since week 1, we did a best of 5 here in week 2, and now in week 3. We are now doing a best of 3, trying to make sure we're moving things along here. You know, getting these games in as quickly as possible, just keeping the flow of things, and you know, it really allows for a much better, more favoritism for the maps. Let's put it that way. You know, a lot of these guys, there's certain map concepts that they don't like as much. So yeah, best of 3 makes it sure that we only have a few maps to worry about there. So we are going to see, like right now we are having a little bit issues waiting up. We got a few folks still loading into the lobbies. They're having issues getting into the game. I did notice that the servers are a little bit busy today. I myself had some issues waiting for Blizzard to let me in there. So you know, these multi-billion-dollar companies there, and we still got to wait for servers. So you know what, that says a lot about something, I'm sure. Do we read into it there? Not necessarily. No, we're not going to read into it too much there. I mean, it's Blizzard. Come on, who reads into anything those guys do ever? I mean, they're busy. They're busy with Diablo 4. Surely, you know, they're busy with Diablo 4. That just came out. My wife is a huge Diablo fan, so she's very excited, you know, for Diablo 4. Was a big Diablo 1, Diablo 2 player, not a big Diablo 3 person. So, you know, if y'all are playing any other games out there, you know, let us know in the you know, drop it in the chat here. You know, do you guys have any games you're excited for right now? I know me and myself, I'm personally been loving playing the Mega Man Battle Network series, right? The Legacy Collection that just came out on Steam and Switch, and I think PlayStation, I believe. But yeah, those were, you know, that one to me was my childhood. So yeah, to be able to relive that and experience that sort of nostalgia, huge on that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was really exciting there. I'm just going to double check here real quick, as looks like we do have a lobby coming in here. We're going to get into these lobbies. And we're actually going to take a quick break, guys, while we wait for these lobbies to fill up here. When we come back, we will have game number 1 ready for you guys. But, of course, this is the Corporate Esports Cup presented to you by GFiber right here on twitch.tv/esportskc.org. We'll be right back, folks. Do not go anywhere.
two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And folks, we are finally back to kick off things on Lijiang Tower. Google Fiber's ready to go, as are Populous here. So let's just do what we love to do best, and that is figure out how to get into this game here. Once we get that done, we should be good to go. As both teams start to get ready here. As I'm going to slowly set up my cameras here for you folks to make sure we get a good vantage point with everything. So bear with me here on that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture
As we are
the objective.
underway here, we will get things started. As you can see right there, we move the action here over to the main event. Where we have Google Fiber trying to take that point, as is Populous there. You see Populous gonna lose that to Google Fiber to take that first point here. As we kind of move in. Here. As we've got Orange Man there for Populous, playing that support role of the Lucio. Trying to retake this point here from Google Fiber. High Noon coming out there from Jordanary. As Populous continue to try to push here. Trying to gain that advantage and retake it from Google Fiber. Who's doing a good job right now holding on to the objective. I see. There we have it. They are able to retake it here and, well, take it for the first time, excuse me. And now Populous with the lead here. Going to try to do what they can. Or try to regain and start adding to their percentage. Now on a Jordanary here. Put in some damage into the tanks there. That Ramatra, so good. But going down quickly here, now having to deal with the D.Va. D.Va does get popped here and should go down as quick work by Duck. As you can see, Populous doing a really good job. Was able to get one. It does seem that they are working to try to build up that ult percentage there. You see the D.Va looking to get nerfed. And gets nerfed themselves, but does take out Story Sleuth there. So Story Sleuth now down. Martin Max on that Reinhardt. Looking for somebody. Currently waiting for their opportunity. As it looks like Google Fiber is going to make that push towards the objective. Misses with the charge, but hits the ult there. As it is now a battle. And Google Fiber now retaking the objective here. Adding their percentage. As Falcor gets taken out of the mecha. Populous. Trying to get onto that Ramatra. And also trying to take out their DPS there. Ooh. And now a good 2 out of 4. 3 out of 5. Taken out there. Populous. Going to retake here. And it's going to be an opportunity here if GFiber has to jump back on the objective real quick here, because otherwise it is going to be round 1 going for Populous here. Extraordinary real low there. He's going to need some help from that support. That support does have their nano boost ready. Choosing to hold on to it there at the end of the game 1 there. Finally will use it. Onto the boosted Lucio, because that's who you always want to boost. Not your Reinhardt. As a Reinhardt player, I do have to say that. Just because it's funny. But game 1 going to Populous.
0-1.
So now we switch.
Ready for battle.
Whoop. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get our cameras set up here, folks. And away we go. As both teams head to point number 2. Let me take a look here. And a good defense here by Populous as they are going to look to secure this point. So Populous early on collecting that percentage there. That neutral point there, so either team is looking to capture that singular point here. See, Marmax just tanking all the damage there. Jordanary missing with the ult there. I heard it go off, but nothing came of it there. Very unusual. So now we'll see how Populous is able to, or how GFiber is able to regroup here. As Falcor tries to lead the charge there for their team, but quickly has to escape from that charging right on here. An isolated diva is typically a dead diva, and that's what you see there. The Moira trying to keep their team healthy, stays alive here. But will go down. As we now focus in back over to the side of Populous here. Keeping an eye on that timer. It is at 100% here, folks. Can GFiber get their way back on as they try to charge in here for overtime? Keep that alive. They're staying alive for so long here. Can they maintain it? Torbjorn dropping the turret, but it's not enough as the push goes south. And Populous will take match number 1 officially. Game number 1. They took round 1 there, but now game number 1 as well. It's a Jordanary. No doubt hitting the high noon here for the play of the game. And there we have it, folks. Game 1 going to the team of Populous Google Fiber now heading to Esperança. I do not speak Portuguese, so that's on me. That's on me. I should have asked my friend. My friend, she speaks a little bit Portuguese, but I do not. So we will move right along here, folks, as I believe this is a push map here. So push maps work a little bit differently there, in that, you know, there's a singular robot that they both have to try to gain control over. And so we will get things underway as both sides get ready for battle. Google Fiber,
5, 4,
no doubt.
2.
Excited here,
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
trying to redeem themselves. Meanwhile, the team of Populous will be looking to try to gain 2 maps in a row and secure the victory here. Will it be able to do it? As we are now about to approach the robot, which will unlock in a few seconds here.
Objective unlocked.
You see both teams really jockeying for position there. Duck there on the Reinhardt, trying to put in as much damage as he can here against the DPS of Google Fiber. You see Martin Max on the best boy in the world. So now robot pushing towards Google Fiber's end. How are they going to respond?
We're losing, and I don't lose.
Quickly out. See the push continues here for Bastion and the team of Populous there. Jordinary on the Kiriko there, maintaining health for the team, as it does seem that the push is complete to the midway point, which means the next target for them, as we lead our way over down the track, is right here. This will be that final objective spot that Populous will be looking to control. As we swing right through, it does look like Google Fiber was able to take a hold of that robot there and almost had a chance to start moving it there. But now we're back with Populous in control there. Duck on the Reinhardt. Wow, Jordinary with the great kill on Falcor there, keeping them out of their mecha and forcing them to instead respawn back at base. Google Fiber, they've only got a little bit longer to go. Oh, we get the ult not finding anybody that time, but there is now a team battle engaged here, courtesy of the Winton, taking on Duck in the Reinhardt there. Winton goes down. The May finds her target as well and is looking for more. And now it's just the support all by themselves, and they don't have anybody, as Martin Max doing what a DPS do best, which is just stay on the objective. We love that for him. Which means we're nearing the final approach here. The ult coming out from May there, right onto the objective. Falcor caught in the middle of it there. Dangerous outside of the mech there, and goes down. And so, the push is successful for Populous. Which means Populous will take that push map.
Play of the game.
And that puts them 2 out of 3, making them the winner of this set here. As Duck gets the play of the game on the Reinhardt, as it should be. We love a good Reinhardt, and we love a good Ducks. Everybody loves Ducks. You know what Ducks love? Grapes. All right? That's what they go for at lemonade stands. They love grapes. At least that's what I've been told. If you know that reference there, you're a real one. But nevertheless, there, Google Fiber will now have this opportunity here to try to regroup, figure out what they can do, as they now have to face the Neubs, as we will change our settings to represent that here. Make sure that our away team has the proper name. And they do. If I knew how to spell. There we go. So once we get the Neubs load up in here, folks, we should have a fun battle here. It's going to be, I believe, on Ilios. One of my favorite maps there. It's a very pretty map, Ilios. You know, kind of reminiscent of Grecian architecture, specifically Mediterranean Greece architecture there. With the blue roofs, the white stone walls there. Very pretty. Either way, folks, while we wait for them to load up, we're going to take a quick break so you don't miss any of this action. And, of course, get a chance to thank our lovely sponsors, such as Google Fiber, Populous, who we just saw, Forvis, Sporting Kansas City, Park University, and KC Game On. When we come back, folks, we will see Google Fiber try to redeem themselves against the mighty, the great, the Neubs. Do not go anywhere, because that is not one you want to miss. As soon as we get that going.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
As we are back, folks, Google Fiber is now loaded in here, and we have them taking on the Neubs, who are once again undefeated here. So this is going to be a pretty spicy bout here, as they are going to look to get things started on Ilios. We get things for you guys underway. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves situated with our cameras here. Google Fiber going to try their level-headed best here to try to overcome the mighty Neubs.
Capture the objective.
Might be a bit hard to do, as you see them loading in here. Falcor once again on that Diva. Meanwhile, Cocoa Puff leading the way here for their squad. And that's what we'll take a look at here. On the Roadhog. Going up against Doomfist there. Hits the Lucio as well. Trying to isolate them, and does so with the help of the Reaper there. The Wombo combo of Junkrat and Roadhog there. They're best friends, so why wouldn't they be synergetic? It just makes sense. I see Google Fiber regrouping here after being pushed off the objective. The Neubs taking control.
I won't let you fall.
See them slowly taking advantage here. Trying to push out this Google Fiber squad, not allowing them to get onto the point here. You see, that's why they're fighting in these side streets here. The Neubs saying they are for the streets, as they take out Google Fiber here. Another one there, just absolutely rolling here is Cocoa Puff. Just finding everybody on that Google Fiber squad and trying to show he means business as the tank. He is just absolutely dominating this match right now. Ults available for iRobot, Cocoa Puff, and Stone Cold on the side of the Neubs right now, as they are now just camping the spawn here. The savagery there. Junkrat coming out, waiting for his opportunity there. Juggling the Doomfist. Gets the kill there. As Lucio tries to kite away there to get towards the objective. It's not going to happen, as we look back at the objective there. And we are round one in the books so suddenly.
0-1.
We move into round number 2.
Ready for battle.
As we will take a look through the beautiful skyline here. Okay, just architecture is so much fun, right? Now that's one thing that, you know, give credit where credit's due.
3, 2, 1.
The Sparta pit,
Round 2.
where everything must be decided. Early on, the Neubs have gained point control here. Falcor on that Reinhardt there. You should expect to see a Lucio here, as this is a great map here with that pit just kind of being so devastating there. But sticking on the Mercy there, Jedi Haggard is, which honestly working well for him right now. Able to res the Junkrat. As the Neubs got that early team kill. Junker Queen from Cocoa Puff there. For a lot of damage that you can come out of that champion, that hero. You see he's doing so much work there. The Sombra. Stealthy, sneaky. Taking out the Ramatra. A lot of these heroes have kind of like that A name at the end there. Ramatra, Symmetra, Sombra. Overwatch, they like their RA ending first names.
I thought you were the sniper. Under my protection.
Another team kill for the Neubs, and they are steamrolling right now. Just finding this spawn plane there, and really just not allowing them to unpack their bags, get off the plane at all. They say, hey, your passport has been revoked to the Isle of Ilios. Please see customs for further information. And turns out the customs here are that the Neubs own real estate. They own property right here, it would seem. And they care about their property values, so you notice that's why they're doing all their fighting away from the objective, because that's where they own their property value. But can Symmetra find their way onto the point? They cannot, not in time, and the Neubs will take game number 1. So again, Cocoa Puff doing so much work on that Junker Queen there. And you saw all that damage. You're able to see it from first person view here. Double kill. Got that triple. And that was an insane amount of damage coming out from that Junker Queen. And you know, who can blame him there, right? Because I mean, he was doing a lot of work there. So the Neubs, we knew they were dominant coming in here. Now we just know just how dominant they are. Clean sweeping Google Fiber here on their homestand in game number 1. As we are going to pause to get started here with map number 2, which looks to be Blizzard World with Christmas. Is it still Christmas time in Blizzard World? I don't know. I mean, listen, it's a fictional holiday. It's a fictional what you call it? Theme park. That's what I'm going for. Theme park, you know, which I'm all fine. I'm all for. As we are going to go to Christmassy Blizzard World, and let's go ahead and jump into it there, as I'm sure this should be an exciting one here, as it is a point capture and then escort, or some would say escort go. It's a bad joke there. It's about snails because the cart goes very slowly. But yeah, I just like all the different, like, you know, things. You got the little lobby here. See if I can find my favorite ride over here. And there we go. We can just hop a ride here. It's just always enjoyable. The flight of the Duskwood there. Yeah, it's not the longest ride, you know, in Blizzard World for sure, but you know, it is fun just to enjoy.
5, 4,
As we duck out of there,
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
it will be Jedi. It will be Google Fiber to defend the objective first here. So let's see how our tanks are approaching things here with Cocoa Puff. Really tough right now here for Google Fiber. on the Brigitte there. Love to see that. Does get taken out though. As Happy Rock there on that Junkrat. Takes him out the final bit of resistance from Falcor. And now, the Neubs. Have a little cart to ride. And they're going to try to ride that cart all the way to the next objective point, which, if we just kind of go through here, we've already got a battle of brewing. As they look to send the Vanguard out to soften the resistance. Cocoa Puff showing to be adept on the Diva as well. As Sombra and the Moira and the Doomfist try to stop the progress before it begins. Ooh, a good little ult there to try to keep people off it. Cocoa Puff, but gets ulted instead by the Sombra. Cassidy missing with his high noon there. I can see this Google Fire team being very aggressive, not really wanting that objective to move very quickly at all. They gave up the point, but this objective has been glacial to move. Now finally, we're starting to get something a little bit closer here. As Mercy is just going to pocket this cart. And we get a chance now to look at some of the other rides and games here. And so the Moira ulting here. So Stone Cold trying to stay out of harm's way here on the Cassidy. Does have an ult available, but can't beat the tank. Will he get rezzed? He will get rezzed. Jedi Haggard there, able to res in there. We'll see if we can get here with first hand, waiting for the high noon, the Deadeye. And so, halfway to the final destination here. Ooh, and a good meteor strike takes him out here. And that was a good run here by Google Fiber, managing to almost fully team wipe the Neubs, and they have to go back and respawn. But with the spawn point being right there for them, they're able to quickly get back onto the objective. And now, Google Fiber able to push that objective back to the very farthest point as possible. Again, Cassidy missing there with that Deadeye. Deadeye has not been the most accurate here for him. Good meteor strike there. Able to take out a couple with the help of Sombra. Doomfist putting in some work here for their team.
Just in case.
See the Sombra patiently waiting. Happy Rock trying to get something. Oh, but his wheel gets beat. Those Google Fire Squad holding on to the objective right now, not giving up an inch without a fight here. But slowly the Neubs are advancing here. Lucio bring his team up to the objective quickly here. So everybody cornering that D.Va there. That poor D.Va never stood a chance. Moira trying to zone him off with her ult. And now the Populous getting close to those velvet ropes there. Cutting the line. And they will take it in round 1 with 1:14 still to spare. Now for round 2. Google Fiber has to do better than the Neubs. Get all 3 points with more than 1:14 left on the clock. As we head our way back through the castle, say goodbye to it for now. We'll be back. Past the StarCraft. And back to Snaxoramus for the start of round 2.
Ready for battle.
Always curious what happened to the minecart right there. Currently out of service, but maybe sometime they'll let us ride it. Moira making sure to pop all the balloons there. Absolute savagery. So now, Jai Haggard on the turret, Bjorn. Using that turret. Peak gameplay right here. We got the Turbine and the Soldier. Soldier on soldier battle. Stone Cold. So deadly on that DPS. Winning the battle quickly here for his team. As Google Fiber trying to make the approach right now, using that Lucio to boost up here. Cocoa Puff able to get some damage done as they take that one out. Sombra hacking the Turbine. Trying to get the way back onto the point here. I see them putting on some points. Falcor now trying to do what they can. Get back to the point there. As they were able to get some progress on that point there, but not enough to unlock the objective. With 2 minutes still to play now to get objective A completed. Cocoa Puff blocking a lot of damage there. Trying to isolate the Cassidy here. Also has that Moira to take care of. Does take care of Moira, but Cassidy on the objective gets taken out.
I've dealt with cynics before.
Eyes sharp this time.
Receive my aid.
As Google Fiber tries to recruit for this approach with a minute remaining here. And Falcor has to bail out here quickly. Does get taken down by Cocoa Puff, who's got that ult ready one more time here. Can really zone people off, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Everyone avoiding it there. Lucio just face tanking all that damage there and gets taken out by Jedi Hagrid for it. Final few seconds. And it looks like the Neubs will take this in a sweep. I'll take a look at the play of the game there, and it was Cocoa Puff as Roadhog. No doubt when they got their ult and just absolutely destroyed everybody at the end of game number 1 there. Just pushing everybody away off that objective there. Getting a couple kills in the process there. And that is gonna do it for Overwatch tonight. The homestand not successful for Google Fiber as they fall to both the Neubs and Populous tonight. The Neubs, they continue their undefeated run through this tournament here, so in season play. So the Neubs there, they are certainly the ones to watch, possibly looking to stamp their names on a trophy once again, as they had a success last year, albeit in a different title. But that will do it for us tonight here, folks. For you folks waiting for Mario Kart, we are going to end the stream briefly. When we come back up, though, it will be Mario Kart. For all you folks waiting patiently for that, do not worry. We got you covered on that front. For all the competitors here for Overwatch, I've been JT Displays. You can check out my socials when we hit the see you later screen. But when we come back, Mario Kart will be right back up for you guys. So stick around, because we're coming right back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, we'll be right back.